What is going on? Beyond the Break here, back with another bulk purchase that we've recently made. Been buying a lot like crazy, as you can see. This is just a little over a week of purchase that we've been making. Primarily, the purchase that we've been, looking at and auctions we've been entering is mainly around football, as we're gearing up towards football season. But we've sprinkled in a little bit of both basketball and baseball if we see a good deal. So let's dive in. So as usual, we'll go through we'll go through all the ones that we've been buying, and then at the end we'll split up the ones that are gradable and which ones aren't, kind of go through the percentages breakdown from there. So I do want to start off with this. As an avid Derek Jeter collector, saw this come through, threw down $45 a couple days before the auction ended, and I ended up winning. Pretty excited about this. I know it's a PSA 9, but 2000 Bowman Chrome Refractor. Really loved this time of Bowman Chromes. For anything from 97 to 2004, 2005, Bowman Chrome was at its peak in my mind. But thought this was a good deal. Got it for $45. Something I'll probably hold on to for the foreseeable future. So as for the raw cards, we'll dive in. Like I said, majority are football as we gear up for a PSA football order. This is just your basic Antonio Brown Prism. This is the 2014 era. Really grade a bunch of these, so these are pretty easy to grade in my mind. Here we have a Jalen Ramsey out of 75 green ice. Here's a Derek Jeter Refractor. Really hope this is gradable. The centering was a little bit off top to bottom, but hopefully that's the only issue we can see. A Reggie Bush Refractor. I just picked this up for fairly cheap in a bulk purchase. Centering looked good there. Him winning his Heisman back and everything. He's kind of been in the news lately. And I just really like that time for Topps Chrome as well. Here's a Deebo Samuel Red Ice. This is a Josh Jacobs. Been trying to buy a little bit of him more. Now that he's in Green Bay, I think he'll get a little bit more publicity, especially with Jordan Love and the Packers being a little bit better than the Raiders as of late. This is out of 49. Here's an Amari Cooper. I think this is the X-Fractor rookie card out of Topps Platinum. He's had a pretty good career. I think he's on the way to the Hall of Fame. I think he's had the most 1,000 yards consecutive, or Mike Evans actually has that, but I think he might be second. He's racked up a decent career, and I think he's still fairly young, so I think he's still got a couple more years potentially enter the Hall. Here's a Nick Chubb rookie introduction Prism. He's coming back from injury, so I think he'll be just fine. He'll get back on track to what he was before the injury. But he's had a nice career to start already too. Here's a mirror image Brett Favre, Gus Farrar, and on the back it's John Elway, Mark Brunell, Atomic Refractors. Just love these refractors and Atomic Refractors. We can get a hands on them. Bought this for fairly cheap too. I think like 12 or 13 bucks. Julio Rodriguez, Topps Chrome from that same time, from 2012. This is the X-Fractor. Here's a Travis Kelce montage out of 99. An Aaron Rodgers blue out of 149 in the Packers uni. I thought that was a nice card. The John Elway Stadium Club Refractor. Here's a Cordell Patterson Panini Ice. I just thought it was a cool rookie card. Didn't know it was my first time buying the Panini America print. Very thin. I can already see some white down there actually, so probably won't be buying these again. But in my mind, Cordell Patterson, if you put the numbers against him and Devin Hester, he's had a similar, if not better, career in terms of returning yards and stuff. So that might be a hot take, but he's had a really good career. So picked up a little bit of him. Junior Seau, Topps Finest Refractor. Still has the film protector on it too. Here's a really cool card I'm excited about. This is a Montez Swiss Ruby Wave rookie card, auto. It is out of 149 as well. He did get traded to Chicago, and he had an excellent time in Chicago's last couple of weeks of the season. I think he's on the come up, and I think with Chicago, with Caleb Williams, hopefully, his name gets more in the news. This card looked pretty well centered in my mind too, so hopefully it's gradable. Here's just a Prism Blue Brilliance Richard Sherman, kind of nice little cool color match. Zeke Elliott, I think this is the Dragon scale. This is out of 88. Centering looked great here as well. Hopefully everything else checks out. And Earl Thomas, the third Prism Purple. Thought the cool color match with the Ravens colors. This is out of 49. I'm not sure if he's on the Hall of Fame. He retired young. He kind of made some enemies in the NFL at the end of his career, so I'm not sure. He was on his way to the Hall of Fame, but he ended up not being in the league at a certain point, so we'll see. This is an Aaron Rodgers Bowman Chrome Refractor. It is out of 250. Really excited about this one. Albert Pujols Topps Chrome Refractor. Don't really love the 2008 set, but Albert Pujols and Refractor, and all the white with the white jersey is really clean. Center looked great too, so hopefully everything else checks out. Here's a Drew Brees Playoff Absolute. I think this is out of 1150. Very thin, sensitive card, so we'll see about that. Being a Sixers fan, I just thought this cool. This was sick. This is the Tyrese Maxey Select, not numbered, just the Prism, but just thought the image of it was really cool. That side view. All right, next. Like I said, a little sprinkled in a little bit of basketball too, especially with the 2003, 2004 Select being released. I picked up some for I think fairly cheap. This is Tyrese Halliburton. This one is out of 49. I think I got this for like $3 or $4. So I'm going to be starting to buy some of that as well once this football phase dies down. Once the season starts for football, I'll dive into basketball probably in August, end of July. Here's a George Kittle White. Really like this card. I think I got this for $30 or so. This is out of 25. Cool color match and all. Here's a Cam Jordan Rookie Orange Refractor. He's had a great career. Hopefully, he's on the way to the Hall of Fame as well. This is his rookie card. Here's a Deion Sanders Refractor out of Bowman's Best. Obviously, these die cuts are real sensitive, hard to grade, so we'll see. Hopefully, it's at least gradable to be potentially a 9, if not a 10. Here's a Sean Taylor. This is out of the 2007 Refractor. Tough to grade here, as you guys know, with the green backs and the black front. But from the pictures alone, the centering looked good, so we'll see about that. Mike Bibby Topps Finest, 340 out of 349. Just really like that set. And Mike Bibby, he had a good career, not a Hall of Fame, but he had a long career and well known, especially from the Kings. Like I said, I bought some of the 2023 and 2024 Select. This is Kevin Durant out of 25. Again, I got this for fairly cheap. I know his cards don't sell as well as it should, but for $3 or $4, I'll take it. Cade Cunningham out of 49 just signed that big contract with Detroit. Here's another set that I really like, the Top Finest, Gilbert Arenas out of 249. Again, not a Hall of Famer, but he's big in the NBA. He's got, especially for the Wizards, he's got his podcast. He's big name. I think, if that were to gem, that would sell pretty well. Here's just a set that I really like this Topps Chrome year. This is Mike Conley out of 499. I've been trying to buy some of these. This is his second year card. He's had a nice long career, not as rookie, but for a second year card and for his career, I think it'd sell pretty well in a Gem 10. There's just one baseball card I picked up. I think I just picked up in a bulk order. This is Kyle Tucker out of 99 green. Really cool card. He was on track to be an MVP before his injury. Obviously with the back here, it's gonna be tough to see if there's any whitening. It's gonna be easy to see if there's any whitening. Tough to grade there, but in my mind it was a clean card. A little clean from the pictures. Here's just a LeBron James green give and go. Some more baseball here. Cole Hamels, just being a Phillies fan, just picked this up for I think $1 from another, bulk order. This is a CC Sabathia Topps Chrome out of 100. Everything looked clean in my mind here from the pictures. Centering, these can be tough to center, but on the back, Pretty clear with the white. Everything looked good. Bobby Witt Jr. out of 199 Aqua. Been buying a lot of these. If you guys have seen other videos, as well as him as well. He's actually, his cards are fairly cheap. His cards gone down because he struggled this year. But I still have full faith in him. This is out of 99. Nice, cool color match green. And just AJ Dillon red sparkle. Is not numbered, but still a cool card. And then really like these hidden talents. This is just a Tyreek Hill Prism. I think I got this for $1 or $2. And then lastly, picked this up as well. This is just the Randy Moss tops. I actually have never seen these, but it is out of $11.99. Everything looks center from the pictures. It's gonna be a matter of looking at that surface. Centering, I guess, is a little bit left to right if we're looking at that, but overall, centering looks good in my mind. So like usual, I'll go through the ones that are gradable, ones that are not, and then kind of go through the stuff that we found and the ones that are not gradable. Okay, so went through the stack of cards that we purchased within the last week or so. Out of the 42 cards that we purchased, 16 are ungradable. So it came out to be about 62% of the cards that we purchased are, we believe, at least a 9 that we would send to PSA. So not too bad. Right around our goal. We typically like to hopefully be around that 60 to 70% range that we're buying. Again, when we look at pictures, we mainly look at the centering. If they have darker backs, you can kind of see the corners a little bit, look for some whitening and that. So that's kind of our process. So when we don't see, any of the concerns there, we'll be, bidding on something like that. But overall, not too bad. So we created 3 piles here. Ones we will not be grading, ones that are urgent, and then ones that we will probably grade down the line, probably something that we wouldn't send along just yet. With PSA running their football special, mainly all the ones that are urgent are all football, as you can tell, as you can believe, and then the rest are mainly basketball and baseball. So we'll go through quickly the ones that are gradable from the ones that aren't urgent just yet, but we will be sending them to PSA. Super pumped about this. We were pretty confident about that, as long as there's no scratch marks. That looks to be from the sleeve, but this was clean. All 3 of the new selects, which in my mind, they just got released, so I would hope that they would be clean, but they all came back great. The maxi was clean. Was pretty happy about this. I think the only one concern for this one would be there was, I can't tell if there was like a slight scratch or not down there, but something that I think I might be able to get off. I'm not sure. This Conley was clean, no issues whatsoever. Really excited about these 3 too. They were all clean. The centering looked great from the pictures. If anything, I would say like maybe this is a little bit top heady, top to bottom, but other than that, all clean for these 3. So really excited about those. Ones we'll be sending to PSA hopefully within the next month or so, but nothing too urgent. As for the football, ones we will be sending to PSA in a large order. The Moss, everything looked clean here. Again, the only concern there was the left to right a little bit. But other than that, back centering was great. No issues there. Montez Sweat, rookie auto. This looked clean in my mind. No issues there. Sometimes you run into that whitening, but we didn't see any whitening on that. The Reggie Bush, clean there. No issues with the Jacobs. Centering for both left to right and front to top to bottom look great. The Debo Samuel Red Ice, also clean. I didn't see any issues with this one. Centering, I guess on the back's a little bit left to right, but the front centering looks much better. So hope for at least a 9 for that one. The Travis Kelce, saw no issues with this. The Julio, no issues. The 4 quarterbacks mirror image atomic refractor, no issues. This Amari Cooper X-Fractor, no issues. The Nick Chubb's, no issues. Aaron Rodgers, the only thing I could find was a slight whitening, but just right there. Actually, am I seeing that now too? No, that was from, I have to review that one. Maybe I might not be saying this one now. Now I'm looking at that a little bit better. Always double check your quadruple check your cards if you can. The John Elway, I saw no issues there. You know, only thing maybe the centering in the back. These Stadium Club Chrome centering can be kind of off. I've had not the best of luck with these refractors, gotten a lot of 9s, but other than the centering a little bit left to right in the back, I saw no other issues. Really excited about this one, the Aaron Rodgers out of 250. Centering looked great in the back. Maybe a little bit left to right in the back, but the front centering looked much better. No issues other than that. Earl Thomas, same thing here. No issues here, especially with these backs. Whitening can show, but I didn't see any. The Zeke Elliott out of 88 was clean. Centering looked really good too. I've seen a lot of issues with centering for these selects, but no issues there. And then the Richard Sherman Blue Brilliance, no issues there. So we'll be saying along those with other cards that we have waiting in the wing for football season. Now for the ones that we won't be sending, I won't go through every single one in terms of what we saw, but some that we found. This one, Cam Jordan, just too many scratch marks. Not sure if we'll be able to get that on camera. Let me see if I can find where that was. But it just was too scratched up in my mind. Unfortunately, with these Topps Chromes, that tends to happen. This one, I was so bummed about this, but the corner, as you can see there, is damaged, so that will not be going to PSA. But really cool card, you know, one that I might hold on to. I'm not sure yet, but real bummed about that. I paid, I think, like around like 20 bucks for it. The Jalen Ramsey, everything looked clean in my mind. Then I went to the back, and you always got to check the back real close, but you can see right there a nice dimple there and a nice dimple there. So in my mind, that would drop it to an 8, and we would not want that. The Deion Sanders refractor, you can see right there, larger dimple, and then a corner just lifted up a little bit. So as usual with these, you know, I'm not too high on when I purchase these. You know, if they're gradable, great. If not, you know, something, you know, it's still cool to have in the collection, easy to sell too. Obviously, I'll note in when I do sell these the damage, or just list them as excellent, not near mint or mint. The Antonio Brown was clean up front. I was pretty pumped about, but then you looked in the back, a little bit of whitening down there, and then there was a rather right here. Is that where it was? Oh, right here. Right there. Let me see if I can get that on camera. Right there. It's like a nail indent. So, unfortunately, we'll not be sending that. If it only had that little whitening, I would probably send it just for the special, but unfortunately, just not good enough for that. The George Kittle, this was probably the most expensive card I paid in this, and out of all these. Unfortunately, corner up here, slight lift in that corner, and I think the same one. So whoever packaged this, I hope I don't know, maybe it was just damaged before, whoever packaged it from DC Sports. Other than that, everything else was pretty clean, I believe. So, unfortunately, just 2 damaged corners. Just with how damaged they are, it's just not worth sending along. And then this one, again, I'm not going to go through all of them, but this one, this is why you need to read everything when you go to purchase a card, especially one like this. I saw it and I guess I just misread it, but I thought it was listed as near mint. I usually double check that. So when I got it, I was pretty annoyed when I saw this, but here the corner is bent. You can kind of see it in the reflection. So in my mind, I was like, wow, whoever listed that near mint definitely fooled me, and he actually listed it as very poor. So I will be listing that as well as very poor. But unfortunately, that's just something that you always want to double check the listings and the conditions that people listed as. So I'm happy the guy listed it, the seller listed it as very poor, and that's just on me for not seeing that. Other than that, you know, just your basics. I think we saw this one. This one just had too much whitening down below, damaged lip here. This one, what was wrong with this. I think just wear and tear for how old the card is. Same for this one, wear and tear in the back, too much whitening up top. This one as well. I can show the bottom of this. Right here, this corner, pretty damaged corner. So it's a no for me. The rest, Cole Hamels centering and some damage in the whitening corners, but again, something that I probably just wanted just for my collection. As for all three of these, all three of them, just the backs of them weren't great. Pretty beaten up. And then this one as well, with how black the borders are, you can clearly see a lot of whitening. So let me see if I can show that on camera down below here. So just whitening down. So there's one right there, and then you scroll down a little bit more, some whitening down there, and right there. So will not be sending along to PSA, which I kind of expected. That's one where I threw it in, I bid on like $1 or $2, and it just came in from a bulk order. But overall, pretty happy with everything. So I will be posting a video of my next PSA submission, as well as finally PSA is moving my orders. I have about 5 orders right now at PSA, and 2 are currently, one's completed and being sent, and 1 is in assembly, hopefully getting those grades back soon and getting into my hands very shortly. So hopefully, finally, we'll have some PSA submission reveals. As always, if you like the video, please like and subscribe, trying to grow this channel. And also, leave some comments. Love to interact with you guys in the comments section. Anything you want to see, any comments you see in the cards. Any raw cards that you guys are interested in, I do, reflect it in my description, or at least within the card condition listed as very poor or excellent. I will not list it as near mint or mint. If you are interested in, it is on our eBay page. Usually have everything's listed as best offer, so open to any offers. So until next time, peace.